It starts and watch me rap. Shouts out Tap In Sneakers. Hey, hey. Hack the system, Shadow Lord stay tapped in. Cause I wish to change the world like Eric Clapton.
Oh, we're live. Jeremy, dude, I'm literally right here. What's up? It started. We're live. Oh, we're early? Oh, is Joe here? I'm looking. Joe. Where are you? I don't see him either. Oh. Boy, you were quick. You had the intro music playing from not prompt today. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a huge plus. That's let's see if we can get Joe. Where's Joe? There's Joe.
All right. Let's try this again. Is it staticky?
Nope. Yep. I'm not going.
Damn. All right. I tried, John. Tried. That's my fault. I tried.
We'll get it figured out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Joe.
What up?
I got to do the sponsors.
Oh, you got new sponsors? Who there?
We are brought to you by Fat Ink Ohio. Our boy Freddie, he does tattoos. So if you're in like the northeastern Ohio area and you need tattoos, go see Freddie at Fat Ink Ohio. New shop. It's really cool. There's graffiti.
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 I might have to see it.
Also, Joe, come closer. We are brought to you by Villain Pizza. They got a pop-up coming on the 14th, 3/14. That's Pi Day. 2 days before 3/16. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
You're right.
Yeah, so go get a pizza from Villain Pizza in Cleveland. Go check out their Instagram page. You scan a little QR code. Those QR codes, they're everywhere.
Well, he'll probably have to make the pizza like when I get like probably halfway there, so it can be done in time. You know.
You're gonna have to bring me a slice, Joe, because well, you know Jeremy's not going. All right, that's true. That's true. Again, it's not that I'm antisocial. I'm selectively social.
That's not a bad way to put it. Not a bad way to put it.
And the circle's real small. It's a small circle, Joe.
Yeah. They mad about it.
Joe, it's nice outside. It is.
No.
It is nice outside.
It's nice. It's not bad.
It's nice out there. I'm ready for the summer, Joe.
Oh,
you just want to ride roller coasters?
No,
I do.
Oh. You gonna ride the new one they building? What's it called?
Siren's Curse.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
They're like gonna be really tall. I'll be scared to ride that. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be scared to ride.
Only coaster I'm not doing. Oh, Panthers here. Only coaster I'm not doing is Top Thrill. Top Thrill was Top Thrill 2 now. I haven't rode the redesign, but I didn't like Top Thrill.
Oh, okay.
It's not like there's not a ride that I'm like afraid to ride at all. What I didn't like about Top Thrill Dragster was just that it was over so fast. It was just so fast.
That's the point of it.
Yeah, but it was too fast. It wasn't enjoyable. Like there was nothing to enjoy. Like you launch up the hill and the ride's over. You kind of black out at the top a little bit and the shit's done.
Hey, at least there were like 3 times I got on it and it rolled back down.
Oh, you got a rollback? I've never had a rollback.
Oh, the rollback? Oh, let me tell you, the rollback, it was good. You feel it go up and then all of a sudden it just slows for a second. And
your sister says if she ever ended up on a rollback, she'd probably never ride another roller coaster ever again.
Now, I can say that when it goes up and it just stops, like you know how it's turning, it'll just, just stop right there before you get to turn and just roll back down. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, nah, I said to myself, Get me off. But then the guy was like, I said, no, it's gonna work this time. I said, all right.
I think Maverick is a great roller coaster. Steel Vengeance is really fun. It's just I don't wait in long lines. It's just not what I do.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'm not doing a 45-minute hour long line unless it's like unless the weather's real nice. I don't really give a shit. But for the most part, man, like if it's hot, I ain't waiting up like that.
The best one to do that too is the Raptor because they got their little water spraying around you everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want that water on me either. And if it's botulism or some shit. Anyway, so much to cover, Joe. So much to cover. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off right now.
I'll get to you. I got it for you.
Yeah.
I was waiting to tell you. I ain't tell you.
Tell me.
I ain't tell you earlier.
Tell me.
I had to keep it secret. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm just gonna skip to the point blank period, y'all. All right. Yes, my match of the night was the steel cage match. So I'm just gonna get that out the way, y'all. I'm gonna get that out the way.
We got
get it out the way. Now,
dude, that cage match was so good.
I don't know, man. I feel bad for Kyle Fletcher's balls, man. The balls.
He took that thumbtacks in the ball bag. What's that say? Yambag Central.
Yeah.
Dude, can you believe there's people who are like criticizing that cage match?
I'm just saying this. I would say this. The cage match itself, it wasn't just your average cage match. It was bizarre. It was crazy. It was kind of worse than. It's kind of up there with the Drew and CM Punk cage match. It's like in there, but this one had.
It was so much better. It was so much better than Drew and Punk.
I'm just doing, but
I feel bad for Seth Rollins and CM Punk tonight on Raw. Yeah. They're gonna have a great match. I don't want to come off like I'm just like taking every opportunity to like shit on WWE because it's not my style. But it's gonna be hard for them to 24 hours later try to follow Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher.
And last that, I don't know what you want to call it, that flip from the top. Oh God, that. Ooh.
Oh, the Spanish fly from the top of the cage.
Yeah. Oh,
dude, how do you even decide to do that?
I don't know, but I'm surprised they both got up and went back at it.
The match was crazy. Man, and it might be it's hard because I understand some of the criticism of them kicking out of like every like ultimate move, right? I understand the criticism, but I don't think it matters because whenever you're watching Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay have a match, you're going to see them kicking out of it. That's what these matches are. That's what this art. That's what their art is. It's that. Mm-hmm. It's watching people live action a video game.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. That may be the best cage match ever.
I like I said, it was that Punk and Drew had it, but it just took it went away notch. I'm just gonna say this. I got a bad feeling. I don't want to say that this is the first time a steel cage match could be like a match of a year, but
it might be match of the year. Here's the problem: is that like people, a lot of like the outlets are gonna like overly criticize because it's Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher in AEW. But man, that was an incredible match. As it went on, I really had no idea who was winning.
I didn't either until. Even when at the end,
I don't know if I'm happy about the finish. I'm going to be honest, because I might be more of a Kyle Fletcher mark than I am a Will Ospreay mark. But
it was good, though. It was good.
I hope we don't see them wrestle each other for another year.
I'll give it
another year. Wait till one of them has the world title. Let's not do it again.
I'll give it summertime when I say summertime when they're going for a number one contender tournament match and they're the final two. There we go.
The night kicked off with Hangman versus MJF.
I know. That was crazy. I would
Solid
expect that to
match.
be the opening. I would expect that to be the opening.
You know what? I think MJF has this mindset. If I'm not going to be last, I'm going to be first.
That ain't bad, though.
Because, I mean, set the pace, and now you got to follow that.
Mm-hmm.
That match could have main evented any show and been solid, exactly how they did it. I don't know, man. Like, overall, I think Revolution was an amazing pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was infinitely better than Elimination Chamber.
It was. I ain't gonna lie, it was good.
Top of the card, very solid. I think the matches were in an appropriate order. The show had a great pace to it. I'm not even going to talk about the interviewing the people from the movie. I'm not going to talk because I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't care about the celebrities they had in the crowd. None of that matters to me. I'm not going to watch that movie. Whenever Tony Schiavone went to the crowd and I seen they announced the director Ash, I'm like, I'm just fast forwarding through this because I wasn't lined up live. Oh, Trunks is here to hear us talk about Revolution, and hopefully he'll chime in the comment section of what he thought of his first AEW pay-per-view that he watched. We have already said, Trunks, that we think it was better than the Elimination Chamber. But I fast forwarded through talking to the actresses. I don't care about any of that stuff. So I didn't even know what it was until I was on YouTube a few hours ago and seeing people like complaining that, oh, this is AEW's most embarrassing moment. No, it's not.
I know.
First of all, they have nothing to be embarrassed about. That actor does. Whoever their PR team who didn't prep them for an interview at a wrestling event does. Like that's who should be embarrassed. I felt bad for Schiavone because he couldn't call him out on like saying dumb stuff. But I didn't watch that part. I just fast forwarded through it.
Okay. Well, I sent you the link of what she really meant by her interpretation of it.
You know what, man? I don't even need to know.
Okay.
Because it's just someone who's not a wrestling fan being paid to be at a wrestling event or getting free tickets and accommodations to be at a wrestling event, being asked to speak on something they are not informed about.
Mm-hmm.
It would be if I got tickets to an NFL game and someone started asking me about football.
Who's the quarterback for the Browns? You're here for the game, so who's the quarterback?
I have no idea. I have not a clue. I don't know who the Browns coach is. I don't know who the players are. Yeah, Chuck's right. A lot of spots. AEW is a lot of spots. It's like an indie show, a different experience, like an indie show on a grander scale. A lot of people say that. A lot of people still look at AEW like it's an indie promotion. But I mean, just a lot of great matches. A lot of great matches. The Swerve Ricochet match really kept me guessing.
It did, man. Ooh.
Like I really, truly, going into it, I certainly thought that like Ricochet should win. And then throughout the match, I had no idea who was winning that thing.
It could have went either way. You just didn't know who was going to win. But I was like, ooh, maybe Ricochet going to find what you consider and just stab him. When Nana got the robe, try to sneak out.
I really thought Nana was going to turn. It really felt like Nana was turning, didn't it? Like I was just.
It did, but like I said, I think Nana got the robe back. I think Wednesday he going to depart from Swerve, y'all. I don't want to, but I think it's time for Nana just to, not in a bad way, but go off in a deep way and say, Swerve, I did a lot for you. We've been together down the road, but it's time for us to go. Be you. Be the Swerve that I know. And go get the championship without me.
Maybe. Joe's comment live on Instagram coming from Trunks. It's probably more for you to answer. Okay. What came first, CEO or EST?
EST.
I think it would have to be the EST thing, right? Because
The EST
Mercedes
was
wasn't in AEW then.
She was the EST in WWE on an NXT EST. Then the CEO, she came when she wanted to be big money bass for her name, Monet Money.
One thing Trunks should know about AEW and all of its lore is that everyone universally thinks Mercedes Monet sucks. No one is happy she's in AEW. And it's not even that it's the heel character. It's like everyone was excited initially. Well, not everyone. I couldn't care any less. She debuted. Joe said the promo was terrible. And it's just been a downward trajectory ever since the debut. She's just not good. It's just...
I'll just say this. She believes she's the best female wrestler. She believes she's the best female wrestler, but if you listen to all her promos, she does that talking, then go in there like deep breath. I don't know if something's wrong with it or not, but
she needs a writer.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That there's a lot of things. So that's a big thing with AEW. It's really on the performers to work to get themselves over. No one's putting these things together for them, and if they can't make it connect, like Tony spent a lot of money to have that talent on TV, so he's going to put them on there whether it's good or not. It's just some folks you can throw in the towel because they can't get themselves over, like your Miros and Claudio really can't get himself over.
I know.
But, Trunks, drop in there on a 1 to 10. What did you give AEW Revolution, your first AEW pay-per-view? I think it was a solid 9. I would even go 9.5. What do you think, Joe?
It's a 9. I give the 9 range. The 9 sounds good.
My only negative.
I got this.
What you got, Joe?
I got this. I've been saying this all day, y'all. I got my little rant for the day. Here we go. Okay. Y'all was here last summer. I went on a rant about the Y6 now. I'm going on my rant about last night, the main event. My rant. Okay. Thing about it was you had the perfect moment. You had your WrestleMania moment for the heist of the century. And then, boom, they blew it. They blew it. I mean, what they could have did was, this is what they could have did. Hear me out. This is what they could have did. You could have had Christian Cage come in there, and then they started no DQ match. You could have had Nick and the other dude, Skip, come out from the crowd, hold back Mox. And then you could have had some of Mox's goons come back and try to take him out. And then, bam, the Bang Bang Gang came in to help him out. Boom, there you go. Then you could have had Jay White on the ring pretending like he's going to help Ledge win. And boom. And then give him the switchblade, hand him over to Christian. Boom, there you go. Then you could have had the first feud with Ledge and Jay White come Wednesday on why he did it. That would have been the best right there. And then you could have had the Bang Bang Gang, the Guns, go after for the
Death
trios with somebody, the Death Riders for the trio, and get somebody else to tag team with them. Juice could have came back. That could have started everything right there. Could have made it all good.
Juice is able to, I think he's still in there. I think he's still there.
Damn. Okay. Well, he could have had that. Billy Gunn could fill in place.
Yeah.
And then Christian is the guy that is, he might not be the champion in everybody's eyes, but at least Christian cares enough to hold the belt and doesn't really care if he loses it or not. Christian is a guy that will do everything for the team, and he's not the guy that begs for gold. He is just there to be his character and have fun and go with it. He's a ride guy. He could do anything. You put him to do it, but he doesn't really care.
I think he did good stuff whenever he was TNA champ. Whenever he won the TNA title while in AEW, I thought that was good.
That was good. But I'm saying right now, if you look at his age right now, I think Christian would have held that belt for good 90 days, win his run, and then he could have records having a championship in all organizations.
I said yesterday on our preview show that I had very, very lowered expectations for the main event. That I thought the entire show was going to be fantastic except for the main event. I mean, yeah, that's just what we got. Did the main event happen the way I would have booked it? Certainly not. But I'm going to say this. I don't understand the direction with the Death Riders, a.k.a. Mox World Order. Oftentimes, I always complain when wrestling's too predictable. So the fact that I don't really understand where we're going with it should really be a positive. So, part of my negative feelings toward it, I guess, are just because I don't know what the payoff for this could be, because I feel like anything that it could be has kind of evaporated. But I think it's important to enjoy the show and try to and just let it happen. I'm very concerned that the payoff is going to be bad. Part of that's because we all thought they were getting Shane, so everything that's happened since we realized they weren't getting Shane has felt like a letdown. Everything they've done, if they would have had Shane there, we probably would have thought it was great because it was unexpected.
And like I said, it could have been his dad as well. I really want
you know what, man? I think your Shad Khan being the guy behind Mox would have been better than the idea that there's no one behind it. With that said, the worst, and like people love to criticize AEW. It's a thing that like in wrestling that people just like doing. The worst part of that show was the WWE guys.
Yeah, all three, final three.
Yeah. And you take away like the ending that was. I get it. Like you throw in, you don't have Ledge doesn't eat the pen. Ledge doesn't have the tab. Sounds to me like Ledge doesn't like losing clean, but hey, they also wanted to get rid of the cash in. It was an anchor around Christian's neck. They couldn't figure out like they weren't going to have him be the guy to beat Mox. There was no reason for him to have that contract. I still think if you weren't going to have him beat Mox, you should have had him beat Jericho and let him be Ring of Honor champ. You could have done that instead. Digress. Outside of that, I think the Edge Jon Moxley match was just not good. I've never been an Edge fan. Never. I despised Mox as Dean Ambrose for multiple reasons. First one is I just didn't think his matches were very good. Second one is I didn't understand his hair. How do you have a receding hairline and bangs? Never understood it. Shit pissed me off, made it hard to watch WWE. I've had moments where I've really liked the Jon Moxley character. The start of the Death Riders, man, I said it. I believe him. I don't believe him anymore. And the match itself, and it could just be, Edge in his 50s, and a gay kid made fun of wrestlers in their 50s, hobbling around like robots. It just wasn't good. It just needs to be his last contract, I think, because first of all, he's a bad promo in my opinion. I just don't like that guy. He's not a wrestler who connects with me. In ring, on the mic, nothing about the Ledge character has ever connected with me. Even whenever he was rated R, that didn't connect with me then. I'm an old man with grit thing doesn't connect with me now.
I said the rated R was good. I said the rated R superstar was the best one for him.
I also wasn't really watching. I really wasn't following then. It was not my jam at that time. So, but man, I think I would love Trunk's opinion comparing AEW Revolution to WWE Elimination Chamber. What show do you rate higher? I'd like to hear that in the comments live on Instagram. Kenny Omega is international champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I really do think we're going to get Omega, Okada, unify those belts, which would be nice. Swerve is now number one contender.
Yeah.
Ooh. The ending of Revolution, though, the way the match ended, I thought sucked. Swerve at the end. Putting Swerve Strickland back into the main event. Now, Swerve is the guy to beat Mox. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I can't be mad at that at all. So if we did all this for Swerve to be the guy, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Yeah, so we got a new international champion, a new number one contender.
And we also
Okada kept his belt.
As of last night, y'all, there's a new bracket on the board.
Oh shit! How'd everything pan out? Where's our tournament going?
All right, as of right now, since last night, Hangman got 3, Swerve got 2, so now Hangman moves on, and Hangman is going against Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
Crazy, I know.
That's kind of nuts. The other thing that's kind of nuts is I don't know if you've seen the hype video. So, Trunks gave Elimination Chamber a 6.
Okay.
And he gave AEW Revolution an 8. So, Joe's drinking iced tea. I've been accused of drinking AEW Kool-Aid, which, hey, I drank Paul Heyman's ECW Kool-Aid, so, it's possible. But yeah, man, I'm glad you gave it a shot, Trunks. I'm glad that you checked out AEW Revolution. I'm glad you enjoyed that show. I'm glad you see what me and Joe have been talking about for the better part of the past year. AEW delivers on pay-per-view. It's the matches. The matches are good, and everything progresses the story. Everything progresses the story. People like to give that criticism that they don't progress the story. That's just not factual.
Yeah. But some of the story don't. I wouldn't say the story. I would say how they start a feud the very next day with somebody else. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, week in and week out, AEW feels like matches are thrown together. People would criticize that. I do too sometimes, but also sometimes it's just cool to see good matches.
Yeah.
And in the idea of pro wrestling being a sport, every match doesn't have to have a story. Sometimes the story can just be, today I was better than you. That could just be it. Speaking of stories, WWE is in Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, allegedly. Steel cage match in the main event, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. It's going to be hard to follow Kyle Fletcher or Will Ospreay. I have to imagine Roman Reigns gets involved here.
Roman Reigns got Madison Square Garden.
They set up a Mania triple threat match.
It got to be something really good at the end of that chamber match. It got to be something like they got to do some blood in that match.
Yeah, they're both going to have to bleed because they're doing a cage match following the AEW cage match that may have been the best cage match to ever take place.
That's it.
So
this could probably be the first cage match that takes over everything. Just saying.
Do you think that cage match was better than Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd? I've only watched that cage match one time. I'll have to watch it again. In this moment, I still say Kenny Omega, Gabe Kidd right now is match of the year.
I gotta watch them both tonight. Look, tomorrow. I'll watch them both again. Just keep my opinion Wednesday. But
I'll watch that steel cage match again. Now, I've watched Kenny Omega, Gabe Kidd probably 4 times. I'll watch a fifth if I need to.
I'll watch it again tomorrow. Give you my opinion on Wednesday. But I'll say they gonna be probably neck and neck. It's probably gonna be hard. It's probably gonna be neck and neck.
Trunk said the way I feel about Ledge is how he feels about Seth Rollins. That's funny. Also on the card tonight for Raw, we have Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
So here's my frustration. You have a guy who's going to be competing for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
Facing a guy who's nowhere near the world title scene.
Hey, they doing it like they did with Gunther, having him get his practice in.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: you open the show with that, you get the crowd hyped up, and you're gonna be closing the show with the cage match. It's a good structure for a show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else you throw Jay against, but I mean, it'll be fun. Maybe we get some dissension between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Be all right with it. We also have some Lucha Libre action.
Oh, yeah.
Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the New Day.
The New Day. I would say the New Day will win with their little new heelish turn they doing.
I would kind of like to see Chad Gable help New Day win this.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly with the Gauntlet of the Gods.
Okay, we can see that. It's possible.
What if that's what's in the box, Joe? What if what was in the box is the Gauntlet of the Gods from Lucha Underground? I've been doing my Lucha Underground research.
Okay.
I want to find an avenue to watch the entire promotion, episode 1 to the end, so I have everything.
I think it's on Tubi.
Is it on Tubi?
I think it's on Tubi.
Do you think WWE bought Lucha Underground?
I heard they did.
I heard they did, and I was told that was fake news. But I feel like that could be the whole Chad Gable thing, is a connection to Lucha Underground.
Okay.
We also have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul tonight on Raw on Netflix.
I hate to say it, y'all. I really do, but I think Logan Paul gonna give AJ Styles the money's worth. I really hate to say it.
I have a feeling this match is gonna be really great.
I just got a feeling Logan Paul gonna.
Do you think Logan Paul is a spot monkey?
Stealing people's moves and stuff. Yeah. Like the Hangman with the what?
Why does Logan Paul have Hangman Adam Page's moveset?
Okay. I can say this.
Whose decision was this?
I can see, from his point of view, I can see Logan Paul why he uses the what do you call it?
The buckshot?
Buckshot.
I
can see it.
He uses the buckshot. He uses the dead eye.
I can see the buckshot being how tall he is and flexible. I can see that. But he really ain't got a good finisher for his size. That's probably
whatever that was he hit Rey Mysterio with that Shane Mercer move.
That was good. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that move, but that's a move Shane Mercer invented. So I mean, if he just keeps jacking dudes shit that he sees on TikTok that he thinks is cool, I mean, he can keep building that skill set. Logan Paul's a better professional wrestler than he has any right being.
gotta give him credit, even though he don't be on all a lot. But I really think Logan Paul tonight is gonna give it to AJ and prove everybody wrong. And I don't know how to say it, but I really think he's gonna pin him tonight. I think he's gonna pin AJ.
I think Logan Paul beats AJ Styles. Yeah. I think that Braun Breaker. I think there's got to be a Braun Breaker involvement somehow.
Braun Breaker dealing with Finn right now,
And a bit with AJ, right? Because he threw the shirt at AJ and he caught it. Did that weird no effort catch. What if we get a 4-way match or a ladder match at Mania for the IC title? Logan Paul, AJ Styles, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor.
Penta. Penta also got in the Braun Breaker's face as well.
Yeah, I mean, Braun's got a length. I mean, the mid card on Raw has a lot of potential. That IC title scene could give us some bangers.
The banger. You could probably get Sheamus in there too for a banger. So it could be a 6-way.
We're on the road to WrestleMania, man. Do you think that Braun Breaker has a singles match at Mania, or do you think it's a multi-man matchup? And is it going to be a gimmick match? Either way, singles or multi-man, will it be a gimmick match?
I'm going to say a multi-man. It might be a gimmick. I don't know. They might do the ladder like they did. They did put in the ladder that one year when Zack Ryder won it in a ladder match.
I think the talent you have in the mid card on Raw could do a great ladder match at Mania.
Okay. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. I could see it being a ladder. It could be a ladder match at Mania for the IC. I could see it.
Yeah,
I think they're going to. Yeah, I say they're probably going to do a ladder match because the ladder match. Let's just say the GM says, since you're fast on the ground, let's see how you're good up in the sky with the belt hanging.
I think Logan Paul should be IC champ at Mania. I think he should win it.
Mm-hmm. You pick Logan Paul, okay.
Yeah. It's Mania. It's Vegas. You want a big headline. Logan Paul wins the IC title on top of a ladder. You get a good moment. Logan Paul would get a great WrestleMania moment from that match if he wins the IC title.
Logan Paul gonna get heat afterwards.
Hell
yeah, hey.
Yeah, he will. Hell yes, he will. I can't imagine we get anything from Cena or The Rock tonight on Raw. I think we're just going to get Roman at the end.
I say this. I think it might be. Who else got a feud with Cena? With Seth and Punk. Well, I can't say Drew because Drew already going with Priest, so that's the window.
Yeah, that'll be a stinker.
But it would be better if Drew interfered again, took him out. But yeah, I don't see why not. Roman probably gonna show up.
Yeah, I think Roman shows up. That builds the 3-way match for those guys. Man, I had no other predictions for Raw. I don't know if we're gonna get a Chad Gable reveal of what was in the box. I kind of feel like we should. I don't think that's something that needs to drag on.
I think he might reveal it tonight, a little in the mid or video package of what's in it. Like, things.
I feel like it might lead him to a Lucha Underground set. I think WWE might bring that show back if they bought it. They there's so many avenues they could put that on.
I know they could put it. Yeah.
If they got the TV, the rights to all the old shit, they could easily just throw it on YouTube like they did with all the WCW stuff. Mm-hmm. They could reintroduce everyone to the series and then just relaunch it on YouTube.
You know, it'd be also funny if AEW did that with Ring of Honor.
Boom. Put it on YouTube?
Put it on YouTube.
That's what I said from the get-go. They should have just replaced AEW Dark with Ring of Honor and treated Ring of Honor like developmental.
But I think they're going to open up all the YouTube, Ring of Honor vault, post it up just to get fans to read on who's who. But I don't know if they can do Kevin.
Having the Ring of Honor video library would be great. Putting that shit on YouTube, they would get so much revenue from just having it there and just having that stream come in for people watching it. How many people really subscribe to Honor Club? And it's the only way to see new Ring of Honor content, but it's all shot during Dynamite and Collision.
It's like an hour. That's about it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's good. I mean, the matches are always good. It's just you don't have a way to hook people and get them exposed to it. Because if you're not a die-hard fan, even if you are, I mean, we're wrestling fans. Neither one of us pays for Honor Club.
No. I mean,
nothing's going to get me to pay for Honor. I'm just not going to do it.
At the time, I was going to do it, but then they said they wouldn't have the originals up at the time, and I'm like, well, there ain't no point in doing it. They're going to have the original because that's the point of having you buying a company, you getting that library, and everybody want to see like, hey, the first
library on YouTube. Treat Ring of Honor like AEW's developmental. Have it be on YouTube, live every Thursday night. Well, I guess probably not live because you're gonna film it during Collision stuff. But you could do parts of the show that aren't shown during the Dynamite tapings of it. So you could do the backstage segment and all that.
Sunday afternoon seemed better for it. Sunday afternoon would be better.
You were there for Revolution? I bet that was an incredible show live. The crowd was electric. The crowd was having a great time. Matches were fantastic. From the 0 hour on, it was just a great show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Dynamite's going to be like. We'll be previewing that on Wednesday. Then we come back and recap Raw, preview Dynamite. I'm interested in how the Swerve Mox feud is going to play out. So even though like the Mox World Order, I'm not really that hype on the faction. I'm curious as to what they're going to do with Swerve.
I think, like I said, I think not going to let Swerve go on his way, y'all. I think this is it.
And I thought last night was Nana splitting from Swerve and joining Ricochet. Now I still think that the best thing to do with Ricochet is to have his wife be his ring announcer now. Keep the heel momentum going. It's Monday, everyone. On Monday, we play for When the Bell Tolls, and we make our predictions for what time the bell will ring for the very first match to start on WWE's Monday Night Raw. Whoever gets it exact will win a prize. If Joe gets it exact, not only will he win a prize, he will get everything sponsors have sent me for him for the past 2 years. If my wife, Mindy, gets it right, everyone will get something.
All right. I really don't want Punk to come out and open up the show again because that'd be kind of a waste. And then they're probably going to start the match.
Like Mindy has 8:27.
Damn, girl. Mm-hmm. They ain't really got nothing going on this night. I'm going to go
Clark Taylor,
AA.
drop your prediction for Raw's first bell time. We are Eastern Standard Time, but I can do the math. If you're in LA, I can do that 3-hour math.
I'll say 8:20.
Joe's taking 8:20. Wow.
I really don't see nothing.
I'm taking
happening.
8:23.
Okay, 8:23.
Real Clark Taylor says that the chants in LA after the show was so loud. It was really, really cool. Swerve is super over in LA. And Swerve should be super over everywhere. And we're creeping up on 2 years since I wrote my article for our site that Swerve should be the guy in AEW.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be in the opening match no more.
That's for sure. Joe, you got any crazy predictions for Raw tonight?
Raw.
Anything crazy gonna happen other than Roman?
I'll say. I'll say Rhea Ripley trying to get her last title shot back somehow.
That's right. She did lose the title last week.
Yeah. And I'm going to say the Judgment Day attacks Braun Breaker. Take him out. And I'm going to say they take him out, beat him down. And next week, Adam Pearce says him and Finn, no DQ, IC title.
Chunk's taking 8:28. Chunks, I got you.
There you go. That's what I say. Bam. And last, I'm going to say Kaiser and Penta going to get something going on. You start again.
That'd be good. That'd be good stuff. All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. If you're on YouTube or Spotify, well, that means I uploaded it to YouTube and Spotify. Tsunami Physics shirts are still available at the merch table. Link in the bio on Instagram. That merch site will still be up through the end of the month, and then there will be a change being announced soon. And again, all profits from merch sales goes directly to our local dog kennel. Help the puppies. Gotta help find all these animals a good home. Till Wednesday, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy Raw tonight. We will be back Wednesday. We'll recap Monday Night Raw. We'll preview AEW Dynamite, make some predictions for the show, and hopefully they will tell us what the lineup is. And, yeah, that's it. Everybody have a great Monday. Enjoy the beautiful weather in Cleveland. We're out.
Howdy.